PillbugCraft here with another episode of PillbugCraft. So, today is the first episode of December, and of course, I had to make a Christmas skin for myself here, as you've probably already noticed. Got the Christmas sunglasses, I've changed the sword sling thingy for Christmas colors. I've got Christmas present shoes, and of course my sword on the back here is, oh, wrong button. My sword on the back here is now Christmas themed as well. This is pretty cool, I think. But anyway, we've had our first order placed over at the PillBug Tech store that we set up last time for the repair of a 2x2 piston door, so we'll have to get the supplies together to go over and do that in a moment. But first, I have updated some of the data packs here on the PillbugCraft server, and now our armor stand book has some new features that can be used. My personal favorite is the tool rack feature. So, I'm actually going to show that off now because I've been needing to shear a lot of sheep for a project we're doing later in this episode. A lot of red and green sheep. And it's been kind of a pain because every time I go to shear them, I have to look through this mess of chests to find my shears, which I've forgotten where I just put them. Oh, no, they're on me now. So, this is the perfect time to show off the tool rack feature here of the new armor stands. So, what you need to do to set this up, if you're using the armor stand book thing like we are on the server here, is you place a tripwire hook and then an armor stand there. And then, of course, you want to check that this is the correct armor stand that's highlighted. And then you want to move this towards... well, that's away from... You want to move it towards the hook until it's in the same block. And then what you do is go to auto alignment and click tool rack. That should have set it up on there, and now when you right click it, it holds any tool or item in the game, which I think's quite cool, so we're just gonna leave that there because I got plenty of wool from these guys already. And I'm gonna go ahead and set up for the next thing. I might also put another tool rack somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but I might. Yeah, let's put one up here, so I'm gonna do that in a second, too. Let me see. Can you put it down first and then place it? Yeah, you can do it that way as well. Now, this is probably a faster way of doing it. It's another tool rack there, it should be. Yep. So now we got 2 tool racks in our base here. Perfect. But, like I was saying, actually, I think most of the materials we need are already over there, because this is just a door repair. They have all the components there, they just didn't quite know how to assemble them correctly. So, I'll just be needing these, really. So, I'll take that with. Actually, I don't need to take that with right now. We'll send them the bill afterwards. But I'm gonna head over there, and I'll be back once we get to the job site. Okay, and we're here. This would be the door that they tried to build, so let's do a bit of a scope out thing here. I've been here already, which is why I knew we needed the slime balls, because the first mistake that was made here is these need to be sticky pistons. So let's just remove these and turn them into sticky pistons real quickly. There's more over here. So we'll remove these first and craft them into sticky pistons. And then I've got a little bit of rewiring that needs doing here. So I'll probably do most of the rewiring off camera, but I guess let's look at what they got here real quickly before I do. So this is kind of the redstone snaking around here. Okay, so for a button-powered thing, first of all, we don't need all of this redstone here. I should have brought some... Oh, I did bring some blocks. Ooh, I should put that back on. Okay, so do that and then jump out of the hole. So this seems to be... Yeah, before, this line of redstone wasn't doing anything because it was hooked up wrong. And next of all, these torches need to be moved. Because those are powering this redstone. I really should have brought some blocks with me, I think. Oh yeah, there's some birch wood down there. I'm gonna go ahead and get more of those blocks. Actually, I'll be back in a second here. Okay, I've got 60 pieces of birch wood to work with here, which should be good. Now, let's see. Okay, first of all, I guess if they want the pistons to be here, then the torch needs to be back a block a little bit. Actually, this looks like the doorway. I can probably modify the entrance a little bit here. So, let's see. I guess the piston is to be there. Okay. They need to be... Yeah, they do need to be here. So, we'll put them back here. And then see what we can do here. So, yeah, like that. And then these would be the blocks. Of course, that doesn't do anything right now. Go ahead and break that. Of course, it's turning to night. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah, I don't know if they can have the redstone in the walls like this, the way that they did have it. Oh, wait. I think I know how I can still make this work within the area they have provided here. So, there's a block there. They might have to shrink the inside a bit, because I'm going to have to put some redstone around here. So, let's see. Just that there, with the redstone running into that block. Wraps around and links up. And then I'll link it up to here. Make sure the repeater is facing the right way. This time. Oh, it's turning to night. I'll be back in a second. Not a good idea to work on things at night in the desert. Okay, it is now daytime. So I guess it's time to finish wiring the rest of this up. Okay, so I think that's about right. And do the same thing on this side. Which would be to... Need that there. Which means I then need that. Need it to be a little bit different than the way that it is right now. Okay, so gonna have to break that and have the redstone come up through, not quite like this. Needs to wind around like it's winding around over here is what it needs to do. So, we need to have it running into there. So, let's see here. Guess we'll break this and that. And then have it come up through like that. Got it. So, just a little bit of extra redstone there. And now what should happen would be if we place that there. Yep. And then this here. The door should now be completed. So if we just place a little bit of a floor here and fix the wall there, and then put that over there, it should be good. Now, of course, there's not an activation button on this side of it, which we probably do need to change. So let's do a birch button there and then see if we can wire it into the redstone at all. It's actually, if we just put it there, that only triggers the one side of it, which is probably because this one is not wired. That's why. We needed one more piece of redstone dust, I think. Oh yeah. We never reconnected these. We need a little bit more redstone. I'll be back when I've grabbed a little bit more redstone. Okay, and we are back with a little bit of extra redstone to wire that up. Just a couple of pieces there. And then down in here, there's like one there. Okay, I think it should work now. Perfect. So you hit that button to walk out, and then this button to go in. Okay, door repaired. I also went ahead and I typed up the receipt. And this is actually going to be a store for Geek Ninja 7 right here. We had previously agreed on the price of 5 iron for this, but I think 6 is a little bit more suitable because I had thought that probably all of the redstone was here, but since I had to add 3 pieces of my own, that's where that extra ingot has come from. Still pretty cheap, though, because this was not a very difficult repair. So I guess I'll put this here. That's the receipt. So, yep. Think we're done here, then. So, we're on to the next project, and the next project, or I guess projects of the episode here, are regarding those sheep with all of that wool that I got from them. So, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a bit of a Christmas contest, holiday contest area, where we're going to be doing a holiday-themed build-off. So, I'm going to gather my materials together, and then we're going to head out to the holiday area. So, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so something that I did off camera, actually, is I connected up through a nether tunnel a portal that I created over in the jungle. And if you remember, the jungle was next to a snowy area. So I think that that's going to be the perfect place to set up our holiday area and do our holiday build-off. So I'm going to go through the nether tunnel in order to get there. I'm probably going to fast forward this part of the video. But yes, so this is the tunnel. I did manage to come across a nether fortress while doing it, but I think me and the other members of the server here have decided we're going to go explore that together on video at a later date. Right now, we just need to get over to the jungle area. So, straight through the tunnel here. through the nether tunnel all the way over to the jungle. We've also set up a bit of a temporary outpost over in this area. Of course, I think I forgot bed for myself, because these are going to be for the information tent that I'm going to be setting up. But anyway, now we need to go ahead and get over to the snowy area, which is like right out of this jungle somewhere. Trying to think where that was again. I guess let's go to the coast and see if we can spot it. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's where the nether portal used to be, and there's the snowy area. So I'll head over there really fast. And here we go, across the snowy beach. Right over to where these trees are. And I think we are good here then. Now, we need to find a good place to stick our little tent thingy for information. This is a nice little snowy place here. This is pretty flat over here, I think. Just need to take care of some of this grass. Okay, I think this is probably the perfect place for it, then. I think I did forget to bring some stuff, but now that we got that tunnel over that way, I think I'll be good. So, this is a good place to start building our tent. So, this will be perfect. Let's see, how tall do we want to make this? That looks like it's a fairly decent size. So, let's go ahead and just stick with this much tall. So I'll keep just alternating colors of wool here. I'm calling it good. I think this might actually be one block too tall. I don't know. I'll build this and I'll be back. Okay, the building's pretty much built now, but I do seem to have forgotten some doors, and I don't have any torches, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and sort that out at some point here. But this is pretty much what I've got for the building. This is gonna be just a little tent. I'm gonna see if I can put like fence posts in the corners here. I'm also going to see if I can display the rewards for winning the contest around the area, too. I don't know, maybe I should put those outside the tent. I don't know if I quite made this big enough on the inside, so I might expand a wall or something. Just because, and the ceiling as well is kind of a little bit wacky here. So I'm probably going to want to fix that too, because I do have enough leftover wool to expand a bit. But anyway, by the next clip here, I'll hopefully have torches with me and doors. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so this whole tent thing is pretty much built. I also, on the outside here, added a large bow on the roof there. But this is pretty good in here, so now it's time to figure out the prizes here. So, what I'm going to use here is the block on surface. Okay, that puts it there. And then what I'm going to do is change its position a little bit here. I need to move it up and back and try not to click it in the process here. So move it up again. That'll be the perfect height for that. Now we need to move it back a bit, which that's not it. It's the wrong direction. What did it do? That should have put it back. Yeah, there we go. That's back on center with that. So I guess what we want is the Z coordinates. Okay, good. Towards positive Z. And there we go. That is how you put a mini block on display behind a display case. So I'm going to do the same process for second place and third place. And I'll be back once that has been done. Okay, I think we've pretty much got the holiday build battle set here. We got all the rewards in place for first, second, and third place. And I've written the rule book. I'm going to flip through it really fast here. You can pause the video if you want to read it in more detail. So, this is kind of the general rules here. There's rules for voting, rules for the thing itself. And of course, I've signed myself up for it, because this is going to be just kind of a voting system. You can't vote for yourself. That's how we're going to make sure that this is pretty much fair. So, anyway, there's one more thing that I think we need to do involving the holiday. Here, piece of paper is our for voting. When that opens, that's not going to open until everyone who signs up for that builds something. But of course, no one else has signed up for it yet. So, I guess first off, we need this big tree to grow in order to do our next thing here. And this is going to be one more event that's going to be happening throughout the whole thing. I don't know why this big tree hasn't grown yet, because I think this is how you set it up. Maybe I'll need some bone meal to get it, like, started or whatever. But anyway, we also need a dispenser for this next part as well. So I think I'm going to have to run back to the main base to make a dispenser and come back. And I'll also come back with some bone meal. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, I am back with a dispenser and some bone meal. Oh, alright, looks like I didn't need the bone meal after all. And that's a little bit overgrown there. Because this tree decided to grow anyway, and it's extremely leafy. And very large. This thing kind of almost looks like it needs a bit of a trim, but anyway, this is turning to night, so let's sleep here real fast. And then I guess we're probably going to trim down a few of the leaves there, so that you can get a little bit closer to this tree. Let's see, yeah, we need to trim this so it's not quite so leafy down here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, the tree has been trimmed. It still looks like a really great little Christmas tree here. So, what we're gonna do now is we'll punch that out and place the dispenser there. And a button there, which activates that dispenser. And then we need a sign. So, I'll make one of those really fast. Okay, here we go. I've got it labeled and all set. It's the Secret Santa tree. Because we're doing a Secret Santa event too. The Secret Santa tree. Push the button, get a name, give a present. Yep, that's what this is. I need to go ahead and fill this with papers that have all of the PillbugCrafters' names, Minecraft names, on them. And then this will be set to go. And then I guess I'll probably press that, but I'm going to do it off camera because some of the other PillbugCrafters are, yeah, they're going to watch this video and that means that I want to make sure that I keep that a secret until I've delivered the present at least. So, this is going to be done off camera once I fill that up. But I'm gonna go fill it up now, and I'll be back once that is done. Okay, I've got all of the papers, so I think if I just throw these in here randomly, let's test it real fast. Yep, it just shoots out a random one. Perfect. So this will just shoot out a random person's username. And that's great. So I think this tree is ready. Of course, I'll take my thing out of there off camera so that nobody can peek and see which name I drew out of there. So that I can keep it a secret for a while there. So I can keep mine a secret. But anyway, I am out of time for today. So, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. If you really loved it, consider subscribing to help my channel grow. And if you want to be notified whenever I upload something new, press the notification bell. But anyway, my name is PillbugCraft, and so long till next time.